Hello and welcome to Algorithm. Today we are going to talk about IP addresses and masks. Sometimes it is a hard concept, but it is generally like the easiest thing you can ever see. And one of my teachers in my university just gave me a task to do, and which his name is Karim Mahmoud. I don't know how to pronounce it well, so sorry for that. In Yıldırım Beyazıt University. He said that you gotta do this homework. Then I said, why wouldn't I do a video about it? So this concept just came out. If I do something in my university, I would just record it. So here is the question. I hope you can see that. Let me just see my screen again. Okay, it seems fine. Okay, a company is granted this site address like this, then the company needs 120 subnet, 130 subnet. I cannot pronounce anything today. All right. 130. Yeah, 230. Subnets. By answering this following question, design the subnet. All right, well. The first question is find the network class. Then we are going to seek for the classes. So what is classes on networks? This is an important question. Actually, it is like the easiest thing to do, but I want to like dig a little bit deeper. So we got five classes, all right? A, B, C, D, and E, all right? So basically, if our IP address is first byte, like let's say this is 224 times dot 200 dot something something, doesn't matter. So we are going to seek for the first byte here. All right, guys. So then we say that if the first byte is between 0 and 128, 128 is not included, then we are going to say, let me just write it like this. How if it's in this interval, we'll say that it is basically in class A. So why? This is the question that I want to argue. So basically, if it's between 0 and 128, we will say that we have byte, right? This is just a byte. Then it means that we have like zeros and ones, and we got 8 bits. So let's start with the least bit that we can start. So we should say that it should start with 0. Okay? Then let's just say all of them are 0. Then our least interval shows that, all right? If all the bits are 0, then the least it can take is basically 0. So why 127? So since 128 is not included, so 127 should be included, right? So let's say that we got 1 in each cases, and you know how to compute this, right? 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. It is great. So 128, but since it's multiplying by 0, it doesn't matter. So we have to sum all these up. It's basically like 2 to the 1, 0, 2 to the 1, 2 to the 2. We got a formula for this, if you know. What is the our last bit? So let me just write the formula first. Maybe you guys forget it, but it's a good concept sometimes. 1 through a over 1 plus a over 2 plus dot 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 a over n is equal to a over n minus 1 over a minus 1. So in this case, we we got like a to the like 5, 6 here, right? Okay. We have a to the 6 in the last part, so I will say just a is basically 2 here. So 2 to the 7, so minus 1 over 2 minus 1 is basically 128, and then it's going to be 127. Did you see the reason here? Okay, so basically, if I want to compute anything here, I would just like write it. If you like forget the range for each classes in your exams, you can just write and see for yourself. Why not? So also we can continue like this. So for B class, it will be going to be 1, 0. So it has to start with 128, which makes sense, right? Then it has to be 1, 0. All other 6 bits should be 1, right? So since this is going to be 2 over 6, there's 6 bits and okay, I just check it myself. Minus 1. So this part should be equal to, I think, 63. Yeah. So, and this should be equal to 128. So we will sum them up. And 1 here, 9 here, 1 here. So we have the upper limit. So you can compute all arranged by yourself, or you can just look for a cheat sheet or something for yourself and just try to memorize it. But if you guys just like solve one through more questions, you will understand it easily. So our first question and our first answer, what is going on here? Okay, it's just try to drive me crazy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know why there's a anyway. I will just erase it. And can I like write the answers here? Okay, I can, but I don't know why I couldn't last time. Anyways, I just oh my God, I'm a bit clumsy, I think. All right. The first answer is the B plus. Okay. And now the second thing that we should know. So basically the second thing is the easiest one. So for A classes, our the default mask is going to be like first byte is going to be fully like 1 and others are going to be zeros. So this is going to be uh, this is oh, sorry. This is going to be the default mask for A classes, and for B classes, it is going to be 2 bytes are fully 1 and others are 0. So for the C classes, it is basically 3 bytes in row is going to be 1. And for D classes, as you can imagine, there is no default masks for them. Okay, because if all of them are going to be fully 1, it doesn't make sense. So what should we add and what should we do? It's going to be something fixed. So our second answer, since we got a B quest B here, it's going to be 255, the 255, 0.0. For the third question, uh, the necessary number of subnets. Okay, easily. So since we are just dealing with bits, right? So if I got only 1 bit, how many subnet I can just create or like divide, I don't know which word I can use. So it can be either 0 or 1, right? If I got 2 bits, either one could be 0, 1. So it will be something like that, 0, 0, 0, 1, and 1, 0, 1, 1. So if I got like 3, I will say, okay, it's going to be something like, sorry, those should be ones, and all others are gonna be the same. Okay, then it is just increasing. Like if I get 1 bits, it's going to be 2 to the 1. If I got 2 bits, it's going to be 2 to the 2. So like if I got 3, it's 2 power 3. So basically, I can say that if I want to reach 130 bits, I will seek for 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. There's 32 here, and 64 here, and 128. So 130 is bigger than 128. So we should have at least 156 subnets. And it means that we're gonna need at least 8 bits. All right? Don't forget that. It's gonna be a valuable information. Okay. Oh man, I'm so bad at using this. I didn't really use Python for this, by the way. Okay, so the number of subnets should be 256. So for fourth question, the network mask. So this is basically very easy. We should have we should use at least 8 bits, right, for our new subnet. So since we are in the B classes, we are in the B class, and we have default mask like 255 and 255. Can I undo that? I don't want this to be seen bad. Okay. If we have 8 bits and we also are using 255 and 255, so we are at least using 24 bits already, right, guys? So we are using 24 bits. So 888. So basically, if we are using 8 bits, our new default mask should be equal to 8-bit fully one. So what is 8-bit fully one? It's basically like 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 0. Okay, I think it's kind of easy concept to understand. And also let me just use that. And now, now we're gonna represent graphically the first, second, and the last subnet with the range of hosts. Okay, so basically for our network, we find first the subnet. Okay, so what is going to be our first and very important subnet? So let me just, I'm kind of bad at doing this stuff right now. Actually, I think I have a problem when I'm talking. It is incredibly hard for me to speak. And I just opened a YouTube channel. Okay, so what are we gonna need? The subnet number, right? The network host number, the range, and the broadcast address. So we need just 4 columns, and we want first, second, last. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. Oh my God, I think I made something wrong. I should have added something to right. So you might wonder why I'm doing this so precise and like why doing this miserably. Just because I want it to be organized. Because to be organized is the very important topic for being engineer. So let me just say subnet number and network host network. Okay, network IP address, network address, range, and broadcast guest address. Okay. Uh, so our first subnet is basically the thing that we are using right now. So it has to be something like 181 dot 56 dot 0 dot 0. Okay. So this is going to be our first subnet, and the network address should be this. Then we can find broadcast address. So how many bits I'm using and how many bits are doing this job for me. So I have 8 bits, right? I got only 8 bits. So if I start from 181.87.0.0, so what will be the most number that I can use? 8, right? So it has to end with 181.56.0.255. So I just use 8 bits for here. Okay, so our range is going to be, oh my God. Okay, our range is going to be like starts from here to here, but since I cannot use network and broadcast address, I should say 254 and 1 here. Okay, this is going to be our range. So can I like use this to, no, not that. I want range it to be much efficiently seen. Okay, let me just, all right. Okay. Just like doing this. Okay. Now, same thing for here. Ta-da! It is working. So, what will be the, was it asking for the second one? Yeah, okay. So since I'm like doing the first one, the second subnet should start one more than the last broadcast address, right? So it has to be basically this. So it will going to be one higher and all the others are 0. Then, so basically I'm going to say all 8s here and 1 here. Okay. So for the last one, I can say that we got like 130, was it 130? Yeah, we need 130 subnets, right? So it should be end with 130, right? No, guys, no, guys, I intentionally did it wrong. So it should, since it's starting with 0 and we need 130, except this, we need 129. Okay, So the end is kind of similar. So it's going to be 255. This is going to 1, 2, 9. Okay. So all numbers between them are going to be our range. Starts with 1. It ends 2, 4, 4. Going to be 29. Back to 1. And lastly, we done that. All right. Uh, Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? So we just gave answers and explained them all. And this is the first question. It's kind of annoying sometimes. I know that. So I said annoying, I should say. Sometimes I feel like I forgot to pronounce things. Okay, just gonna insert this picture here. Also, let me just give myself a 5-minute break right now. Uh, Alrighty, guys, I'm back. So let's just continue. So it says that an IP is given like this, and we need 7 subnets. What's the network mask? All right, easy. So this is basically the same thing that I done lately. So since it's 200, is the class? We should find this, right? So what should be the class? Okay, if we are in A class, it should be through 0 to 127. So for the B class, it should start with 128 to 191, I guess. I don't know, let me just calculate it. 128 plus 64, it is going to be 2, 8, no, 9, and 1. Okay, 120, 191, 192. All right, if all of them, if the first two is, am I calculating something wrong? No, that's correct, I think. Okay, it doesn't change the answer. So 200 is going to be larger than them. So let's just call, we can say that it is going to be for the A question, for the A question, the class, is going is C, C because be- because 200 in language. I can say, oh, all right, I will just do the explanations later. So it is class C, and the default mask is going to be 255th and 255th, but 255th is 0. And also, we need 7 subnets. So it means that we should at least need 3 bits because 8 is bigger than 7. So if I just use something like this, 111000000, what will be the number? Let's say 128 plus 64 plus 32. 32. So I should sum this up. So it will be, I think, as far as I know, if I just write this, okay, it doesn't get the answer. So 1004, I think. Yeah, 4. The last digit is 4, and 10, 2, 11, 2, and 2. It is going to be 224 for this. The new mask is going to be 224. So I just find the default mask, then I find subnet bits, then I use this bits to convert decimal, then I just put into default mask. Easy. So if so for the B, also I'm going to like rewrite all these things from top to bottom again. So if the IHL, I think it's internet head length, in the IPv4 address is given equal to 1110. Okay, then the length of the optional part is okay, composed by. All right. So basically, if we have something like this, we should know what is the like no optional IP header length is, right? So since we got like 4 bytes through 5, okay, it should be at least 010 as far as I remember. So since it is 010, what is this number in decimal? It is basically 5, right? So this is 5. And we can say that it drives us to here. 5 times 4. So since we need 4 of them, at least if we do not use any optional part, it is going to be 20. So since we are not dealing with 010, we are actually dealing with 001. So what is this in decimal? So if all of them were 1, we should say it is 16. So 1 is like, the be 1 is like just 0, just subtract 1. So it's going to be 15, I think. So what is it 15 by the way? No, if we sum all these things up, it's going to be 15. So we subtract 1, it's going to be 40. And 40 times 4, 40 times 4 is going to be, if I got like 60 minus 40, I don't know, I just stopped the thing. Okay, 6, 4, 5, okay. It's going to be 86. So it means that we have 86 bytes and we have, yeah, bytes. We have 86 bytes and 20 of them is mandatory to use. Then we got 36 in here, okay? This optional part is going, length is going to be 36 bytes. So this is also like the easiest concepts on computer network, like 002. I don't want to write this all again. So I'm just going, anyways, let me just write it. 000, 0003, and 000, 00, A00, A00A. Okay, so in IPv6, actually, it is like the easiest concept. It means that if you got like, since you need like at least 8 ports here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, we should have at least 8 parts for it. And we will just gonna delete if there is a 0 in top. Then if we have all zeros, it means that we can use double columns. Then if we have this, we are going to say it's going to be just 3. And for this, double columns, also for this actually. double columns. And if we have A00A, we cannot just drop those things up. Okay, this will change the number because A is basically 10 in hexadecimal form. So there's 16 here, and it is multiplying with uh 16 over 3, I guess. 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 16 over 3 times 10. And if we just delete these things up, we will not just multiply with 16 over 3. We will just um, multiply with this with 16 over 1. So it doesn't make sense. So we are just going to drop these things like just like that, just like that. So we have 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So it's going to be 1, 0, 1. So we have 0, 1, 0, 1. So it's going to be 1, 0, 1. And same thing again and again and again. I think, yeah. It's a funny address, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. I think there's an 8 part here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this is the second concept. Okay, since we got like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 in the first place, we can say like this and 1 through here, just like this again, and right 1000, and we can say 1 ABC. Okay, let's go through the other part. And I think also gonna stop here. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Also, I searched for this and I made a mistake because it doesn't make sense. So since we got 0 here and double column here, there should be like something else here, right? So we should like add 0 here. It doesn't make sense if we just like do something like this. It doesn't make sense. Either if we do that, it means that 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and it's going to be something like 0, 0, 0, 1. All right. We cannot just do something like that, and we should write the zeros as well. So this is gonna make it okay. If we got all zeros in the same part, we just like not drop it. Okay, then the B part. Then the B part. Okay, FD0, it means that 0, FD0, double column. Okay, so how many zeros I have here? I do not know. So I can easily say, since I need 8 sections, I just write the other parts. So 1 is going to be this, and so E90 is basically going to be 0, E90, then this double column here. So it means that we got zeros here, right? How many zeros do I got here? Basically enough to go through 80. So we will just do it. My bad, I'm still having trouble. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got like 3 sections, so I need 5 zeros here. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it works. So if I got 1, it means that 0, 0, 0, 1, because for each section I need 4 numbers. Then I can use this length. Then it is 1 again, I guess. Am I right? Oh, okay. It is basically 1 here. Okay. Easy concept, right, guys? Easy concept. So I got 0, 0, 0, 1 here, 0, 0, 0, 1 here, and 1, 0, 0, 0 here. So four section, I need four zeros. So 0, 0, A, 0. Okay, these are all the questions. Hope you liked the video. If I made something wrong, please just correct me. I would learn. And of course, when I just like upload my homework, it will be much better. I will just arrange it. I just use this document to show you guys. So have fun.